Hi guys.
Okay, here we go.
We are back again today.
On Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
All day today.
Yeah. So we started a topic on weight loss. I think we have talked about weight loss a lot because we come across a lot of people who want to learn about weight loss. And we keep going back to the basics, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always about the basics,
Yeah.
weight loss and nutrition.
Yeah.
So we talked about calories yesterday and why
Yeah.
that wasn't really a very good idea and why you need to learn about hormones and particularly the hormone insulin.
Okay.
That's super important.
So what is a hormone insulin? What is it? What does it do? How does it affect
How
weight
does it
loss?
function? Okay, so this is how it works. When you eat carbohydrates or you eat protein, you chew it up in your mouth, it goes into your stomach, goes into your small intestine, and the sugar molecules, the glucose, ends up in your blood. And then you've got to find a way of getting it out of your blood and getting it into cells so you can burn it for energy. And that function is governed by, not oranges and bananas, but by insulin. So insulin gets released from your pancreas when there's carbohydrates and glucose in particular. So insulin takes that glucose out of your bloodstream, puts it into a cell, and then you burn that for energy. Now, if you have any excess of that left over that you can't immediately...
So is it excess? Is it from eating too much?
Excess glucose, excess insulin, if anything's in excess, because your cells can only absorb so much at any one time.
Yeah.
And anything that's then
So how
left
do you end
over...
up having excess?
Well, you're having more carbohydrates than what you should have.
Yeah.
You can be overeating, or it can be having too much carbs.
Yeah.
So that gets converted into fat and stored. That's an important concept to understand. So some foods don't have that bigger response, and those foods are fats. Fats have a different pathway that they take in the body, and fats have almost no insulin being secreted from the pancreas.
Yeah.
So there's not anything left over to then be converted into body fat. Fats go into your lymphatic system. It's a completely different system. It's actually big and long, complex. I'm not going to explain that, but just understand that dietary fat does not get stored as body fat. It gets burnt immediately for energy. Unlike proteins and carbohydrates, they get stored for body fat.
Some people's bodies are really good at keeping
certainly
storing
are.
fat.
Some
So
people are much better than others.
It doesn't make a difference what sort of fat it stores, wherever it's coming from.
Well, there's good fats and bad fats, just like there's good carbs and bad carbs. So these are carbohydrates. These break down into sugar, both these things. So these aren't necessarily bad, but if you're trying to lose weight and you're eating a lot of sweet fruits, then these
even
things...
orange juice, like whatever organic, freshly squeezed orange juice.
Well, you're processing it then.
Processed.
Well, exactly. You're taking it from the way nature intended, and you're taking out the fibre. So it's hard to eat 4 oranges, but you could easily juice 4 oranges and drink a glass of orange juice, and that's going to have a very big effect on your blood sugar and your glucose and your insulin levels.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you manage to balance your...
Well, you balance your hormones by the food choices that you make, which means you've got to cut down on carbohydrates, white potatoes, bread, pasta, rice, any of those kind of things, and you've got to have more dietary fat. Well, if you're hardcore, you eliminate it, and that's doing the keto diet.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what that means.
Yeah.
But just by having some portion control and, more to the point, getting more dietary fat into you, olives, avocados, coconut, these kinds of healthy fats.
Yeah.
This is how you stabilize your blood sugar, because fats don't really secrete any insulin from the pancreas.
Okay.
It's important to understand that.
So that's very important that you balance your hormones with the choice of foods that you eat.
Exactly.
That's very important.
It's the food choices that you make.
Yeah, that's
what it comes down to.
A very good takeaway today. And I think that's all we have for you today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about lifestyle medicine, apparently.
Okay.
Because
exciting.
It's actually part of what message we're trying to get out there for people. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So
we'll see you then.
Have a lovely day.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.